Hi there. Just a very quick video just to welcome you to the EO Swim Better family. It's great to have you on board. I wanted to not just welcome you, but I wanted to give you a few tips, a few key pointers about how to get the best out of your handsets, because there are a couple of little quirks that you'll want to understand and you'll want to be able to work within in order to maximize the benefit that you get from these little babies. So the first thing I want to tell you is when you start using these, and you've got a video and you've also got a quick start guide, so I'm not going to go through all that stuff now, but when you start using these and you start recording, once you've paired them with your app and gone through all that stuff, they're ready to record. They'll have a solid green light on them. And so once you double click only one of those handsets, not both, so they've got like a solid green light there. Once you double click one of those handsets, then they both start flashing. And that means they're now recording. You don't have to be in the water. You can be out of the water. You can be standing on the pool deck. You can be wherever you want. But once you start swimming, it's critical that both hands at the beginning are submerged for a minimum of 1.5. We suggest 2 seconds. They've got to be simultaneously submerged for 2 seconds in order for it to start a swim. Now, if you're what I call a proper swimmer, proper swimmers either dive or push off and they streamline generally for 3 or 4 seconds and dolphin kick, then it's fine. That happens as part of your normal routine. If, on the other hand, you're a rubbish swimmer like me, and let's face it, there are a bunch of triathletes that also are swimming challenged, you tend to get in the water and just start thrashing about. So, in order to overcome that, what I do is I get in the shallow end, I'm flashing, I'm recording, I put both hands in the water and I go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then I push off. Then I can start thrashing away like an idiot that I am, and it's happy days. Now, one other thing in this is, whilst we're on it, is not only does the 1.5 seconds technically start the fact that it's a swim that you're recording, the other piece is when you turn and you do your lap change, whether it's a flip turn or a rotation, makes no difference. You also need both hands submerged for 1.5 seconds together in order for the system to detect the fact that you've changed laps. Again, proper swimmers push off, streamline, dolphin kick, 3-4 seconds, happy days. Guys like me, what I do is I sail in, touch the wall, rotate and push out. My hands stay underwater, so they're probably underwater for 4 or 5 seconds. No problems, overcomes it easily. So that's the first start of the basics, and I might as well stop recording on these now, and I've recorded just a little air file. Second key piece of information. You're capturing a whole bunch of data, and that data includes which way your hands are going, which way their force is being pushed, can go in 6 different directions. And what you've got to appreciate is you really want that recording to happen just when you're swimming. So if you want to do a series of sets, let's say 10 100-meter swims, I strongly recommend you do 10 files. So if you do those 10 100 meters and in between each you've got 15, 20, 30 seconds, break, recovery, whatever it is, stop recording. So you end up with 10 different files. Don't record one file over 1,000 meters, and I'll tell you why. The worst case scenario is you will be doing weird stuff with your hands in between the swims. And weird stuff might be, you might be hanging on to the edge of the pool at the deep end and the other hand might be doing this. You might have both hands sculling. Your hands might come out of the water, go in the water, adjust your hat, adjust your goggles, all that sort of stuff. That will not only potentially throw your data completely corrupted, but even if it doesn't corrupt it fully, you will then be measuring stuff within your data that's not relevant to your swim and it's not relative to your swim. So what you want to do, if you're going to do 10 hundreds or 550s or whatever it is, start recording, make sure they're flashing, do your 50 or 100, whatever, Hands come out of the water at the end, stop recording. Get your breath back, start again, go again. And if you do that, your files will be perfect each time. And not only will they be perfect, is they will be limited specifically to your swim data. I see a lot of swimmers who start recording, they're flashing, yep, then they get in the water and they're psyching themselves up and they're sculling. Well, whilst you're psyching yourself up and you're sculling, you're capturing data, and that data adds zero value or zero interest to your swim data. So please don't do that. Please keep that data as pristine for your swim as you possibly can. Next thing I want to tell you, these things come in your pack, and these are called sunscreens. These are sunscreen protectors. And the reason we need these is because inside the O there is a pressure sensor. And that pressure sensor, and there's another one on the side here, is incredibly sensitive to sunlight. So if you're swimming outdoors, or even if you're swimming indoors with direct sunlight coming into your lane, you need to clip these on. And they clip on in two places. It clips on the face, like that, and on the side, like that. They don't affect the performance of the handset. They still record your data fine. So don't worry about it changing your metrics. It won't change your metrics. But what it does do is it provides a little umbrella, a little shade over that pressure sensor. So it doesn't sit on the pressure sensor like that. It sits above it, just slightly above it. And so sun can't directly shine into that pressure sensor. So the pool I swim at here during the week has got a bloody great big glass window down the side of it. And at a certain point in the morning, in two particular lanes, the sun shines in. And even though I'm swimming indoors, if I find myself in those lanes, one of those lanes, at that time in the morning, I've got to make sure that I use this. Only two more points. You can view your data on the app on your phone, or you can view it in the platform on your computer. And you can find the platform just by going to our website at eolab.com, and you'll see there's a little button on the top right that has EO platform. Click that, pop in your user login details, and happy days. I like the phone for when I finish my swim and I stop in a coffee shop on the way back to the office. I'll download my data and I'll have a quick flick through. Terrific. If there's anything I really want to dig into, when I get back to the office, I'll load it up on my computer and I can drill in. And there's certain functionality that you can do with the platform that you can't do with the app. So depending on, it's a different horse for a different course, depending on how you want to use it, you can use both. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm sorry this has gone on so long. It's been 10 minutes. I thought it was only going to be 3 or 4. Again, go for it. Enjoy your EO Swim Better. And if you've got any problems or any questions, don't hesitate. Send us an email into support@eolab.com and we'll come straight back to you and answer any questions you've got. Thanks very much. Ciao.